Have you ever felt lost or stuck? Maybe you were scared and did not know what to do or who to ask for help from. Today, we will learn about a group of people named the Israelites. They were God's people, and they definitely felt lost and stuck. For many years, they were in a place called Egypt, and they were not treated nicely by the ruler named Pharaoh and the people there. He made them into slaves and made them work hard all day long, even when they were tired. They begged Pharaoh to let them go so many times, but he kept changing his mind. The Israelites felt stuck and wondered when they would be rescued out of Egypt. They cried out to God so he can help them, and God heard their cries, and he would make a way so his people would be free. God sent Moses and his brother Aaron to tell Pharaoh to set his people free. Pharaoh refused to let God's people go until God sent 10 plagues upon Egypt, like turning water into blood and sending frogs and flies that were everywhere. Finally, he allowed the Israelites to go. Can you imagine how happy the Israelites were when they learned they were going to finally leave Egypt? The Israelites prepared to go on their journey, to go to a beautiful place God promised to them called Canaan, God's promised land to the Israelites. The Israelites packed up their belongings and were on their way. They had a long journey ahead of them, and they were not sure which way to go, but God was going to lead them. As the Israelites were traveling, they arrived at the edge of the Red Sea, and Pharaoh and all of his army and chariots caught up to them, because Pharaoh had changed his mind and he did not want to let the Israelites go anymore. The Israelites were scared. How are they supposed to escape from Pharaoh and his army when there's the Red Sea blocking their way? The Israelites felt stuck. They were panicking and scared that they had to go back to Egypt. God, however, had a plan. He asked Moses, the Israelites' leader, to stretch his hand over the Red Sea, and something amazing happened. God caused the Red Sea to divide and open, which made a way for all the Israelites to walk through on dry ground with water on both sides, and they made it all the way to the other side. How cool is that? Pharaoh and his army tried to follow them. But God caused them to be confused, and their chariots got stuck, and they had a hard time catching up with the Israelites. After all, the Israelites passed through. Moses stretched his hand out again, and the waters closed, and the water swallowed Pharaoh and all his army. The Israelites rejoiced and celebrated, and saw that God helped lead the way and protected them during their journey. When the people of Israel saw the mighty power that God had shown against the Egyptians, they were filled with awe before him. They put their faith and trust in God. They thanked him and knew that God was real, and he was going to lead them all the way to the promised land. Just like the Israelites, we too can trust God to be our guide whenever we feel scared, lost, or stuck. He will make a way, provide, and lead and teach us which way to go.